the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports, so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Blues of Canton. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Canton. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. The drive starts with a run by White. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They keep it on the ground. White again. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He completes it to Evans. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, left. Value 3. Maverick.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he works free. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go, 12, go. 14. 2 up. Hey, shell.
Goff on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 76, 76. 11, 11.
Goff now looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Louis. Hey, 76, 76. 70. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Hey, kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Hurts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Swift. And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
17. Value 1.
Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. Goff. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
Shoves him aside. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is,
that to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Now it's Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
This is Swift on the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On second down, Swift. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, there he goes left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brown the motion man right. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now 3rd down and 7. On the option to give to Swift here. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Right back to Swift again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.